seed. That's what this seed.
Oh, yeah, it kind of does have a. If you look at it super quick, that's kind of what it is. And we're off.
Yeah, now we're off. MDP going quick man stage first, and dagit starting in flash. Good stages to start in. Usually, you kind of want to go quick flash first, maybe bubble, maybe metal, depending on if you want E-tanks. But all these stages that I mentioned have early E-tank except for bubble. Metals and quicks, they're pretty much guaranteed. Flash, not so guaranteed, but they're all short stages, and they're all not so hard to do.
Dagit taking a lot of hits early on in Flashman stage.
Yeah, he is. He's running into a lot of troubles here. MDP finding fat fans, or fan fiends. Oh no, he's gonna have to use... Oh, maybe not.
Oh,
maybe
what
not.
Is he doing? What is he doing? No!
Both of our runners running into some heavy enemies
damage.
Here.
Yeah, ooh.
Oh no! He didn't quite make it to the left far enough before he turned back.
Trying to turn a toe tip just a little too early sets him back, giving Dagit a good push on the lead.
Yeah, oh, Buster Immune fat fans, that's why.
Yeah, I was wondering.
He doesn't have any other weapons yet, yeah, so...
Ooh.
That's what's giving him all the trouble.
Yeah, and you can't even really pause buffer because the distance between those two fat fans are unfortunately just enough for the iframes to run out.
Yeah, you run out of iframes in that, and pause buffering actually doesn't extend your iframes, so you're actually hurting yourself if you pause buffer.
Exactly. The iframes that are used in a pause buffer are not invincibility frames, those are inner frames. Ooh, MDP, unfortunately that little hop took him down.
Yeah, he wanted the health, and I don't blame him. That's a little advanced to grab, actually, on the screen. Same thing with the life there, as it's a pretty precise input to grab it and be able to make it back down. You can either go for one or the other. You can't go for both, unless you have flash, of course. And I saw he also, the fat fan, he despawned it with the bird this time, the second one. So he's going to have more health going into this laser section here.
You notice the music that they happen to be playing for this stage?
I've already used my contractually obligated quote-unquote is randomized last seed, but here goes this one for this seed, so, one per seed, that sounds about right? Yeah.
Well, maybe we could have a... Oh, look at that delayed hitbox there. So mean with that crusher.
Yeah, MDP does make it to the boss door. Dagit's gonna find charged heat, gonna take out these fat fans, it looks like. So he's not gonna have nearly as much trouble as MDP did.
No, an unfortunate choice. And MDP juggling this metal man. Thankfully, got a pretty easy pattern to figure down.
Well, that's actually that's the manip, right? You can manipulate Metal Man to do that by going to that half screen point, because once you get close enough to Metal, he'll jump to the other side. So if you keep moving close to him, he'll keep jumping like that, and then depending on the randomization of the metal blades that he's throwing, like if he's throwing heavy metal blades, then you'll probably get hit, but if he's throwing slow like he was, it worked out in MDP, where MDP didn't have to even get hit really in that fight. But I will say, in Bubble stage, that's what we use to manipulate him to just dance. And most of the time, since he's underwater and he doesn't know how to act, he doesn't throw his blades most of the time. Yeah, see, slow blades usually end up having a pattern like that.
Thankfully, finding out metal works very well against those fan fiends. Oh, what about a very slow metal blade? Dagit ended up finding a better way to manipulate him. The downward throw of that metal blade was a lot quicker than the horizontal. Unfortunately,
I didn't see how he
ooh,
died.
Dagit taking the death in Bubble. I'm not even sure I saw anything hit him. I think he just fell. He's gonna end up going in through some sewer water here, too. We'll see shortly.
Yeah,
Did,
yeah.
Did you see how I guessed that? You
Yes, I
wanna tell
did.
people why I know that?
Because the shadow underneath the platforms there usually gives away the color of the water.
Poop brown.
Poop brown. All right.
Poop brown.
Can we just call it Bob Ross Brown? Is that a
Bob
thing?
Ross. I believe burnt sienna would be what Bob Ross would call it.
Ooh, Daggett not getting the bubble zip.
And MDP,
What he could have
unfortunately,
done.
taking a death here to Airman.
Yeah, I saw that. What Daggett could have done, he didn't quite get far enough over to the right in order just to hold left. But if he would have noticed that, what he could have done was not pressed anything on the screen transition and then A triggered it. He could have jumped and pressed left and still made the zip. But I'm assuming Daggett doesn't know that little nuance. Which I mean, Daggett's a more I'd say seasoned runner a little bit of the randomizer, so perhaps watching over this video he'll understand it a little better now, but we'll see. I don't know.
Another good reason to recap the videos. MDP taking a shot here at Metal Man, not joining Daggett here for Bubble Man.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably thinking he wants that guaranteed. I didn't see if he had to use it or not, but yeah, I mean, always good to have E-tanks in the randomizer, right? He's got 3, so he's sitting pretty on the E-tanks right now. And
nice pause buffer over Sniper Joe here.
Speaking about pretty, we got a pretty purple He-Man here.
Yeah, and especially with the neon fire, he's very Lisa Frank.
I'd say secondary weak to Buster maybe, because he got that Buster weakness, 4 damage, which is good because it wouldn't take nearly as long to kill.
Going into 4 stages now, still no items for any of our runners here.
Right, yeah, you kind of hate to see that, but you know, it happens.
Yeah. MDP has 3 E-tanks here, about to grab his 4th. He definitely likes his E-tank.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
Yeah, he's got
doing a pause buffer here to cross that extremely large gap, and it looks like he makes it. Nicely done. I do like it when both our runners are on the same stage. It's kind of...
Yeah, definitely. MDP running into the trouble in Quickman stage earlier is going to actually put him about a stage behind Daggett. But he should. He's got 4 E-tanks, so he should be able to take out this Woodman, I would imagine. And on top of that,
is a bit annoying.
On top of that, I mean, we've seen runners with a stage deficit catch up and overtake their opponents before, so don't count him out. He's not doing bad for the cards he was given. Quickman stage early in the seed just looked pretty rough.
Now rewarded with item 1. So charged heat is apparently going to be the weakness here for Wood. Which I believe Daggett has, but Daggett's gonna P-shoot confirmed.
Yeah, and MDP choosing Crash, going Crash a little early.
And seeing the shrimp and the can heads. What do we call the can heads?
Blockies?
Blockies, sure. Blockies work.
Well.
And MDP also recognizing that Charged Heat works effectively pretty well against these Fan Fiends, but he's going to come across Shrimp here and the Can Heads. This is
those no, those are not blocky. Sorry.
Oh, and a stationary item 1, not going to be much use for zipping here for Daggett. Ooh, and MDP resetting the room. I don't know if that's a good idea. He's still gonna, with that stationary item 1, it's not like he's gonna get elevation.
Right, yeah, he doesn't necessarily have to reset the room. It's just, I guess he's doing it to despawn his item 1 a little faster. Not a bad, necessarily, idea. And, yeah, it looks like the shrimp aren't trolling him too bad on these elevator screens, so...
No, actually nothing on the second and third elevator room here. And Dagit finding out the item 1 is stationary here.
Yep, no good woods here for this seed. And both these guys climbing some ladders. Dagit makes it to the top of the wood area. This is the cut content if you do go for the zip. Oh, that was close. Dagit almost ate the pit there, but...
and MDP about to make his crash climb here.
He's got a little bit of item 1 left, which I imagine should be enough to grab that last E-tank here. Well, he's gonna respawn the situation. He just doesn't like it.
Is Sniper Joe immune to metal?
It might have been. What he could do in this situation is go left. Somebody in the chat is saying yes, it was. Or he could just flash all the way up. Yeah, there you go. Alright. He made it. He made it. Now, Sniper Joe shouldn't give him too much more problems on the rest of this climb, I'd imagine.
Nah. Dagit
Dagit
fighting Quickman here.
Yeah. Which is also...
And Quickman seems to just not want to be moving, so... he was able to shoot him until he found something that worked before Quickman decided he was going to do anything.
Oh, Dagit. So close. He's going to go ahead and eat the E-tank. Yeah, I don't blame him. That hit probably would have been death. Oh, crabs here for MDP on his way up. But I think he's going to make it anyway. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, just as Kami does, brute force that and moving on.
Sometimes you just gotta, you know, take the hits to the face in order to make your way through.
And crabs in air is not going to bode well for either of our runners.
Well, the good thing is they're one shot.
Oh, but then you come across the shotmen coupled with the crabs,
and then you apparently find the bottom of the stage. Looks pretty friendly.
MDP getting the longest stage out of the way with Crashman.
Yeah. And you find an item 2 for his trouble. That should help him out a bit.
That should help him out a little bit.
Oh, this air stage is going to be rough.
Yeah, I'm already seeing that one coming across.
But see, luckily MDP is going to have item 2 to fly across all this if he can place it in the right spot.
Place it in the right spot. Think about using it. It's not the most common thought process to use item 2. I believe item 2 is
Well, I'd say it's not, but also it is. Like if
using
if you have
flash,
the experience there, then
taking
yes,
a death here in heat.
No. Yeah, the flash was working out for him a little bit. Sniper Joe's looking pretty heavy in this section. I think he's out of flash though, so he's gonna have to damage boost or something. Might have to look for a weakness for these Joes to get across or something.
And we know they're immune to metal, so might have to make more use of the invincibility frames.
Yeah, they're not too weak, too friendly to the Buster.
No, quite a lot of shots.
Oh, close.
Oh my god. Oh, beautifully done. I'm like watching him jump over these shots.
Yeah, it looks like you made it.
Oh, wow. Nicey nice. Hopefully he can get to the... Oh, using an E-tank. Smart move.
And speaking about making it, it looks like Dagit makes it out of Airman stage, defeating Crashman. And is he gonna find an item there? No, he does not. He's got Crash and Heat left, so he's gonna be joining MDP on Heatman stage. Let's see how he deals with this first section here. Ooh, I like the stage. What's this? Mega Man 9 or 10? I know it's Nitro Man. I just can't. I think it's 10. Or is this Galaxy Man? No, this is Nitro Man. Yeah. I can hear the horns of the trucks on the stage without it being there. Beep beep. You have to use the
Is that where they got the idea?
Icicle weapon to stop those trucks.
MDP taking a nice ride across Heatman here. Having the item too, where Dagit's gonna have to use the Yoku blocks.
Yeah, he is. He doesn't have the crash weapon yet. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like he might set up. No, he's just gonna go. He's not gonna set that up at all or anything.
That also means that our runner's gonna be rewarded with item 3 at the end of Heatman here. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to be as huggy a bubble and strongly weak against metal. MDP takes him down super quickly. And Dagit testing the wall weak. Not a bad idea at all. But I guess not with any of the weapons he has, huh? Unless it's Crash. Is it Vanilla? No. Yeah, so nothing available as of yet. Depending on what they got behind Heatman is probably what the wall weakness will end up being. Do believe our runners are still missing Leaf Shield. And... what else? Well, I know they're at least missing Leaf Shield. Bubble. Leaf and Bubble. Yeah, are the two things that they're missing. We'll see if MDP has a little bit of a better go at the pause buffer here.
It looks like he's giving it a go. We'll see if he can make it or not. And speaking of making it, Dagit's gonna make it across the Yokus. He's got really low health, so we'll see.
Alright,
yeah,
so MDP got it.
Yeah, he's gonna get to save the time that Dagit lost in Bubble right there. Which he does need. He's about a stage behind still. So, but that definitely helps. It definitely helps a lot.
With air and wood being a very long stage, and being that even if he had confidence and the capability of doing that, good wood, he's not going to be able to do that with that item.
Double oh no!
You jinxed him!
I did not jinx him.
You commentated Ghost the MDP.
You know, I saw that first shot, man, and I figured he might get hit by the second one. But, you know, that happens. Unfortunate. He can pause buffer that, but, yeah, unfortunate. He got hit by it. He ended up in the pit. He's going to have to start over from the checkpoint. Meanwhile, Dagit, the second oh no, was finding Huggles. He found Huggles in Heatman stage. I think that was Heatman stage, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Which I think MDP already dealt with, but I didn't get to see that, or I don't remember seeing it.
Yes, Heatman is already done on the MDP.
Yeah, Dagit found item 1 stagnant, and he got the stagnant item 1 zip. Tough for him.
Very difficult to pull off. I know it's possible.
It's frame perfect.
MDP taking a nice ride across bubble. Very smart use of it.
Dagit's not gonna make it across the section without using an E-tank. Oh man!
No!
Yeah.
Dagit taking a death here and Crash because of those damn fan guys.
And at this point, he's not even gonna go for it again. He's just gonna go in and move along. I would have used the E-Tank. I would have used it. You get another E-Tank at the end of the stage, you would have saved time. Instead, you die. You have to do the elevator section. It's all slower.
MDP finding Flash as a weakness against heat here.
And
Making
Dagit
quick
going
work of him super fast.
very nice. Very nice. Yeah, meanwhile, Dagit going for the zip that he found for that first screen of crash stage. It's a little backup just in case your item 1 zip doesn't work out. You can vertical zip using item 3 to end up there by the ladder, and it kind of skips out on the first elevator section there.
MDP navigating his way through wood here now. As Dagit is about to do his crash tower ascent.
Yeah, both of these guys are on the same seed, so they're going through all the same stages in case you're joining in. They're listening to the same music, and of course, unless they have something else going on in the background or whatever the case might be, and they're dealing with the same problems as Dagit's taking all these hits against the Sniper Joe, but he's gonna make it through. MDP ended up using flash stuff. Dagit gonna go for the Mega Man 1. Let's see if he gets it. Oh, he does. Nice, very nice. That's also frame perfect to clip the top of that ladder with Buster.
MDP not enjoying Heatman weakness, and I guess forgetting about the metal weakness. But thankfully, also has a crash weakness. I mean, a quick weakness to
the fan fiends. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying not to call them Fat Man, and I think that's what I must have used to call them.
No.
I know.
And
politically correct. Trying to be politically correct.
Hey, I'm a fat guy, and I don't mind being called fat. So you know, some of these some of these big old boys out here don't mind it. But you know.
Dagit taking crash down super quick. After wood here, MDP about to go through the wood boss here. Only has air left. Hopefully much more forgiving as a last stage than heat was for him the last time, as that set him back 2 stages for Dagit. Wily ascent.
Yeah, and we know in air stage they have Shotman and Crabs, so we'll see how MDP actually ends up dealing with that. Although Crabs are one-shot, so I mean that's not that bad. But meanwhile, Dagit has made it to Wily 1. Yeah, go ahead.
As MDP is fighting this quick man, which was not an easy one, but finding a weakness to an inverted wood.
I think so. I think that's.
I'm not positive. The quick man was bouncing so much across the screen, I wasn't positive.
Yeah, so MVP basically still just a stage behind. We've seen people come back from worse deficits.
Yes, we have.
Are we even gonna do the game that everybody likes to play? Anybody in chat?
I will
maybe.
be. I'll be super quick and simple. I'm going to say that our dragon this time around is going to be green. Maybe different colors of green. That's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for a forest green and a spring meadow green and maybe a gray body or accents of some sort.
I'm gonna go with red lobster red.
Lobster red.
Red lobster red. It's
red lobster red. What's the difference between red lobster and regular lobster red? Well, I guess lobsters are usually blue and red, aren't they? Like
Cheddar Bay biscuits. Duh, that's what the difference is.
Yo, those cheddar biscuits are. Yeah. Oh, MDP taking a death here from the shotman.
Yeah, he's gonna have to figure out a way to deal with this. Like
same
the crabs aren't that hard to deal with here because you can one-shot them. But he's just gonna have to figure out a weapon, or perhaps use item more. Holy moly, that's one green old dragon. That boy looks like the Jolly Green Giant. I'll tell you what.
I shouldn't have added that metal accent, but yeah, those are 2 different colors of green. I'm kind of close.
Oh,
As Dagit's hunting for a weakness, I was thinking P, but I didn't say it. Did he check Buster? I'm sure he did.
I think he did. I think he did. MDP finding Metal Blade to do the trick against the Shotman.
And the
Dagit still fishing. What's Dagit got? Charged heat?
charged heat is a
It
terrible
does.
weakness. And it's not charged. Oh, it is charged.
Oh, it is. It's working.
Now, the dragon only has one weakness, right? Or does he have two?
No, he has two. At least two, and then I think all Wily bosses have at least two weakness, with a third potential being the Buster. So if they're Buster weak, they also have two other weaknesses. If they're not Buster weak, then they only have two. But yeah, 1, 2, skip to Maloo. The dragon's dead.
The dragon's dead. MDP navigating through the latter half of Airman stage. Hopefully he's going to be joining Dagit a lot sooner than he did the last time. Hopefully before Dagit finishes Pico here.
Well, let's not hold our breath yet. He's still got a couple of pits to go. He can item 1 here. A lot of people wait to go to air until they have at least item. So some of these pits, they don't have to deal with. They can just use item 1 to get over. But MDP taking it like a champ, using no item 1, no item 2, he's pulling right through.
These Mets are taking a lot of hits. And what is the floaty can heads called? Did we go over that?
I know.
Floaty can heads.
I don't. Yeah, that's it. The floaty can heads. That's what they're called.
Floaty can heads.
Yeah, that's it. Troobs in chat got us. Tellies. Duh.
Okay.
Duh. Where you been all your life?
Well, I never read the instruction manuals when I bought these games. Did you?
Yeah,
Probably not.
Of course. Are you serious?
Nobody read instruction manuals to games. Come on.
How you think I learned how to throw a fireball in the Street Fighter? Oh my goodness. You have to read the instruction. Lady.
MDP finding a Leaf Shield is a weakness to Crash here. Hopefully, you know, if he gets to the refights, he did manage to find quite a lot of robot mass.
Yeah, I will say he's about 5 minutes behind Dagit, looks like, as Dagit made it out to his, or maybe 4, because Dagit made it out about 22:40 something out of his 8 robos. MDP doesn't have a timer, but I'm assuming the videos are pretty synced, so we're gonna just roll with what Dagit went, and his Robot Master 8 robo time would be like 27-ish, so or 27 and some change, 30, 45. So yeah, he's about 4 to 5 minutes behind. But again, you know, great equalizer coming up, and yeah, a lot of other things to factor in.
Yeah.
See how Dagit deals with Pico.
Metal, but not an incredible weakness for Pico here. But Dagit's sticking with it. It's not a bad vertical shot. I think its horizontal is really slow.
Yeah, he's not gonna win the how you say weapon energy race, because he's gonna have to find something else. He's running out of metal. Let's see, Bubble. Okay, yeah, Bubble does the same.
Well, he can finish up the last 2 Picos here with Bubble. He's probably gonna have to consider refilling his metal.
Yeah, I mean, Wily 3 has these 2 drops, Wily 4 has 2 drops early on. Yeah, it looks like Dagit's gonna go ahead and make a pit stop here. I don't blame him.
Nah, definitely a smart maneuver.
Yeah, some say it's faster to stop here.
Damn those chimps!
Well, that monkey. That monkey. Yeah.
Such a funky monkey. The stationary item 1 does not help with him trying to get this.
Baggy item 1. I know he didn't want it, but
no, he didn't. No tea leaves here in the water.
the darn dirty apes.
Damn.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed, Creed, agreed.
As MDP is already at the dragon here. Not bad, still a full stage behind, but he gets to fight our super green Pete's dragon.
Yeah, that dragon looks like Jolly Green Giant, straight up, or maybe he just ate some spinach.
Missing with the charged heat and not thinking that that's the weakness.
Yeah, he's gonna have to cycle back through. He's doing all right. Did I have to say it? I had to say that. He finds Quick Boomerang. I think that'll do a lot better than charge.
That'll do much better.
No!
Oh no!
It's not because I said it. No!
It is. It is.
No.
It's all your fault.
I'm so
your fault.
I'm
You
so
fool.
sorry. He's doing so good, and the fact that he found Quick Boomerang, he would have got the dragon down a little quicker. Unfortunately, that's gonna put him back. Yeah, a good amount. Yeah, sorry, headphones users. If you're
Sorry,
sitting
I gotta stop laughing.
if you're sitting
Was it
at your
me or
desk
you?
with work, no, it was me. I was
You got
agonizing.
excited.
I was agonizing in pain over the fall from the dragon because MDP's doing so well.
He is. This is a leg difference from the last run. And as always, that's one enjoyment of newer runners is to see, you can see how quickly they advance in their strats and their ability to play the game, the more runs that they do.
Yeah, I seen Dagit try to go for this little swag zip here, but the Fat Fan said, not today. No, not today. Little Dikembe Mutombo reference. I think Creed pulled one of those the other day too. Yeah, gotta love it. Being a '90s kid, man, get your wag in there.
No, we got to see all these games before anybody else, so we had a great run in video game history.
Oh, we did. It was the best.
It was the best. I feel bad for kids.
Still
games
is
now.
the best. Still
It
is
is still the best. These things occur because of the nostalgia of having such unique types of gameplays and mechanics, and the first iterations of what these were.
Yeah, I mean, and you got the randomizer here, the infinite replayability situation every time.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we were wanting with the advent of new generation consoles. And unfortunately, that just went to graphical upgrades, but the reality is we wanted better gameplay options and more options, not graphical upgrades. We could care less about that. We're here for the gameplay.
Oh, you don't like Fortnite?
Don't even! God, you have no idea what I'm up against in game design.
It's my favorite. Oh, looks like Dragon versus MDP round 2. Score
No.
Dragon 2, MDP 0 right now. But yeah, he's gonna get another chance. He's gonna try again. Ban me, don't ban me. I like Fortnite.
Dagit gonna have to hunt for this booby weakness. And finds it in P. Aw. Kami would have been so proud. So happy to have done this seed. And taking the boobies down super quick as Dagit goes and maneuvers onto his refight.
It's a good refight song. I like the song. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Not exactly the most exciting song to be listening to refights with, but you know, I guess it would probably be really hard to specify specific songs in a randomizer. That's like a whole extra page of code. Dagit taking air down super quick. You know, I have to ask about this. You know, how we see the screen is how the runners are seeing the screen, correct? As MDP takes down the dragon.
Not necessarily. It just depends on say the emulator you're using or the capture software you're using. Like MDP, for example, you could hardly see him fighting the dragon, but he did make it through the dragon this time. It looks like, you know, Dagit and refights. But yeah, different emulators handle sprite flicker a little differently, and excuse me. And if per se you have scan lines on, you can see those extra flickers. Like say on a CRT, I have no problem seeing
MDP's
whenever that's happening.
taking a lead, maybe purposely, so that he could refill his item too. I don't know how many lives he has.
Yeah, I think he might. Yeah, he's going to pit to refill his items, taking the game over. I don't blame him. That's probably faster than
hunting. Yeah, he just killed like 10 of those flyboys, and they didn't do anything. Is that what they're called, flyboys?
Yes, that's actually one of the names for them, I believe. I'm not sure if that's the American or Japanese name. I think it's the Japanese name. I think or international name. I think they're called crop tops everywhere else.
Ooh, and taking depth of those very angry crop tops, which are vanilla, aren't they? They are in vanilla.
Yeah.
Crop tops.
That's where they are. Yeah.
Now MDP's gonna have to make a very early jump, and
he went a little high there with the.
He might have to. He's definitely gonna need a little bit of a refill here. I don't think he's going for it though. His item 2 is not gonna be enough.
Well, what he could do is grab the first
ladder.
Yeah. He didn't go for it.
Is he going to?
And you can actually item 1 over those right there, or you could just, you know, you could take them out by shooting them, but that's a little slower. What you really want to do is, yeah, if you're running low on item 2 like that, you can grab the first ladder and then just use item 1 or item 3 to just jump over. There's not a ceiling there. And speaking of not a ceiling, Dagit is does not have a ceiling against
not having good
the machine.
Luck against those crop tops. Buster weak, 50%.
Yeah. You can't forget about Dagit, of course. You know, getting the machine. He did the same thing, unfortunately.
Yeah, on the way to victory road.
Yeah.
And MDP, I think, extremely tilted at this point.
I don't blame him. You know, crop tops.
Between the dragon and the crop tops, it's for the most part, you know, yeah. Once again, way too high, and way too high again. It's just, you know, in regular Mega Man, I don't think that they respawn. I don't know why he fell.
They do.
Why did his item 2 disappear like that?
He's doing a jump before he's placed. Just going too high.
I didn't notice that in the last one, actually.
And it looks like quick boomerang is the weakness to the alien again, as Dagit going to go ahead and finish the race, winning over MDP 2-0 with an official SRL time of, what is it, Queen?
Oh, the official SRL time is, why is this, I have to scroll down, 39.06.
Yes.
GG's to Dagit. That was a long seed.
It was. GG's to Dagit, GG's to MDP. Both of them are invited in for interview, and I believe Dagit joins now.
Oh, welcome, Dagit. GG's on your win, and congratulations on getting into the winner's bracket. MDP trying a very unconventional method of trying to navigate Wily 2 here. Unfortunately, having a terrible time against the crop tops, ended up being stuck.
Yeah, he's having trouble with Wily 2.
I think he is game overing Or did he even look at the SRL? Who knows?
I'm not sure. No. So Daggett, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
How do you feel? Like anything in particular? I will say these times I don't want to be too rough on you, you know. But
Charlie,
these
just
times
did
they're a
it
little
again.
slow. No, I mean anybody can hit these, but how did these seeds treat? Like, are they hard seeds? I mean, they seem pretty hard, you know. I know your lowest times are like 33s and stuff, right? Or 32, 31s even. 30s? Have you hit sub 30? I haven't.
Like 16 minutes, I think, is my PB.
Well,
you know.
shoot, man. I mean, you're faster than me.
No, my fastest time is only a low 33.
Okay.
So
Charlie boy, I'm noticing it again with MDP's item 2. It kind of disappears, and then he falls into the spikes.
Because he's jumping. He shouldn't be jumping while he's placing items right there.
No. I mean, after that, like in here, like where he has it set up now. I don't know. He made it this time, but you know, there's no like you can jump while riding the item 2. And you can't shoot another item 2 to make the one under you disappear. There were just 2 occasions where the item 2 just, with a lot of item energy, just disappeared.
Right. But when he's setting the item 2, he's setting it too high.
No, this is after he gets past that.
Oh,
I don't
well,
know. We'll have to rewind it and look at it, but yeah, there were 2 instances where it seemingly was just for no reason the item 2 disappeared and he just fell. Just very odd.
I must have missed it. Did you run into that problem, Daggett?
I haven't been able to see it yet, but I don't know where he's doing the item placement at, but it definitely the game checks like 40 pixels above the item 2 in the center of it, and that check will wrap around. So like in Metal Man, if you place it too high, it disappears halfway through the stage because it checks the floor and sees that there's a floor, even though it should be checking the ceiling. But
see, Daggett, this is why you're awesome to even commentate with. You know these little quirks.
Thank you.
No problem. So, tell us about your experience with these seeds.
So I think I got incredibly lucky on the first seed. Like my airman fight, I don't know if you guys were watching that, but like I had no health, no E-tanks, and just did a like Hail Mary pause buffer and won the fight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was pretty clutch actually. You were like pixels away from hitting that.
Oh,
Yeah.
the airman stage. There was an airman stage where you kind of pulled the same.
And I was oh sorry.
Against airman. Yeah, you pause buffered over these tornadoes when you had literally 2 slivers of health left and was able to get it.
And then on the second seed, I was really disappointed that I couldn't complete the crash zip. Like I got it started. Like it took me a while to get it set up, and I got it started, and then there was fans on the screen, and I was like, crap, but I have flash. Like I was prepared. I had time stopper. I knew I wasn't going to be screwed if that happened. And I could still walk because I wasn't like zipping when it happened. Anyway, so I'm like trying to get past them, and then I didn't have enough health. And like maybe I could have pause buffered that one out, but I was a little disappointed that I couldn't get that. And then I didn't have enough lives to repeat it. So it was like, well, guess we're doing crash stage.
Right. Yeah. I mean, in some I think in some situations, if you notice you don't have the health, well, I guess you already had the life though. So I mean, you did the right thing, obviously. But if say you don't have the lives, then you know, doing that zip real quick and just holding right, and instead of going onto the ladder and trying to do the whole zip, if you just hold right from the first screen zip you did.
Mm-hmm.
There is a pit that you can fall into quickly, and I'd say that would be a decent alternative that would still end up saving time over doing the elevator section. But if you've already tried once, then yeah, you did the right thing by just moving along.
Yeah, plus stationary item 1 is not so great for zip setups.
Yeah, I was thinking, did he have an E-tank at that? I knew when Fat fans that you were about to get
yeah, I
some
think
heavy
you
damage.
checked when you clicked, it was like, oh, there is no E-tank. So he just
Yeah, I don't know if I would have been willing to use an E-Tank if I had had one. I think at that point I was like,
I
it's
think
better
I
take the
think you
death.
did have one. You did have one, but you didn't use it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think on the first seed, I think I had a like that was a very challenging seed, and I think I had a lot of close calls that turned out really lucky. And then on the second seed, I think I just didn't play as well and had a lot of deaths.
Yeah, those seeds
Well,
did look pretty rough. So.
Yeah, both the seeds looked really rough, actually. Coming in at 3906 on the second seed. But the first seed also specifically, I think it was the Robot Masters that were extremely hard.
Yeah, those RoboMasters were no no cakewalk on the
They
first
were
seed.
no joke, especially Huggy Bubble.
Yep. When he's huggy like that, you really want him to be weak to weapons that go up, and he wasn't. So it's like, great. And so going into the Wily Castles in that seed, the only thing I could think in my head was, I need max E-Tanks, because in the refights I'm probably going to use 3.
Yeah, and I believe you used 2 in the refight.
Yeah, I think I had 1 left, maybe, and I had 4 going in, something like that. Yeah,
Right
good,
on, right
good
on.
stuff though.
Yeah, GG's to both of you guys. Make sure to get your GG's in chat if you haven't. I'm not sure. Doesn't seem like MDP is joining us.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows how to, or if he's even looking at the IRC at this point.
Yeah, I see him say done. It was fun. So if anything else, at least we know that he had fun doing it, and he did great. I mean, being like we was stated earlier, a newer runner. I mean, making it to Wily 2, that's no joke. I mean, these randomizer seeds, they're even on easy hard, as you can see. I mean, seasoned runners like Dagit having a little troubles here in some of these seeds. Not nothing out of the ordinary, and sub 40 is still great by anyone. But yeah, I mean, these seeds can definitely tie you up. I was practicing for No Reset Marathon one not that long ago, and I had like a 50, and then on easy I was doing like sub 50s even, and so, for practice at times and stuff. So it's all in the RNG.
Yep. And yeah, there's one other thing I wanted to comment on. I think it might have been in the second seed. One of the seeds, I was going to do the wood zip, and I actually screwed it up, and I was like, oh, that's fine, I'll find out what's on the second screen, and it was fans, and I was like, you know what, I'm not doing the zip. I'm done.
I actually mentioned that, and I noticed you had Time Stopper. You could have still done that zip.
It was a pretty bad Time Stopper, though. It only lasted a few, like half a second or something, and I wasn't sure if you could pull it off with that, so it's like...
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, you just need 1 frame to freeze. And just continue to face left, and you will make it. I mean, if it like took the whole weapon energy, which I don't think there is an instant drain on that, but if it did and you weren't facing left whenever, then yeah, you could have got stuck. But I think you would have been able to still do it.
Well, either way, Daggett, I'm actually I'm excited to see you. Congrats on your winners bracket.
Thank you.
Entry.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be joining Prodigy. Looking forward to maybe a rematch with him in the future.
Oh man, I already know how that match will go.
No, I mean, you don't. Prodigy could end up in plenty of pits, just like any of us.
Yeah, he might come across the Prodigy special.
He might be less likely to do it somehow. I don't know. He's got the numbers on his side, but yeah. So So yeah, but I mean, it's not guaranteed you meet up with them again. You might. I mean, maybe before the end of the tournament, depending on how well you can do or not.
Right.
But you know, there ain't no telling. Well, before we just continue to ramble on all day, anything else to add, either one of you two, before we wrap things up?
Yeah, just a quick question.
Go ahead.
How many more group stage matches do we have?
Okay, so there is 5 groups of 4 players, which has six matches per group. So that's 30 in all, and I believe we're a good 20 in. I think we're about 3/4 done with the group stage, and remember the tournament started this month, so we're doing really well as far as that goes. Let's see, we have Vin versus Stuff and Things, LV Creed versus Vin, and Siberian Bull versus Vin, all in Group A, which you can tune in tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to see Siberian Bull versus Vin. In Group B, we only have one match left, and that's MDP versus Square One. Group C looks like we have one match left, is Ollie Cad versus Kumba. Group D, I think Kame Sin and Metalo have talks of putting a match on the schedule today for tomorrow. We'll see if that comes through or not. But you have that match. You have Warm Cabin versus Mega Kyle, Warm Cabin versus Kame Sin. And then Group E, we have one match left, will be Handsome Jackass versus Squidman. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches left. We've done 21 matches. We have 9 matches left until the final bracket. So make sure to tune in to all of those if you'd like, or if you can, or if not, then watch the VODs. They should be some pretty good matches.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, I'm always preparing and ready to go for any sort of Mega Man 2 race. So I'm definitely excited. Once again, we're probably going to have quite a lot of interesting races for sure. And Vin making his first time appearance tomorrow should be interesting as well. We get to see what.
Yeah, that should be interesting. I mean, we've had 21 matches already take place over 19 days. The tournament started 19 days ago. That's kind of crazy. That's more than one match a day. Even though, like, some days are, we have multiple, and other days we don't. But yeah. All right. Regardless, any closing words, guys?
It's an awesome tournament. Glad I could participate. Thank you, everyone.
Glad to have you, Dagit. Would like to thank SpeedGaming and, of course, Charlie Boy and, of course, LV Creed in the rafters here doing tracking for us.
Yes, Creed doing a lot of ad side of the tournament too, with me having some issues here lately being around. I've tried not to, but I'm just running into some issues. So, yeah, big shout outs to Creed. Big shout outs to all the mods and that help out with the tournament. Big shout outs to everybody at SpeedGaming. Shout outs to Dagit and MDP for the raise. Shout outs to you guys for watching. Make sure to follow the runners, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you next time. Until then, on the flip side.
See you, everybody.
Later, y'all.